No.
Thanks, Lewis. On September 11th, nearly 3,000 people were killed, and one group is hoping to help the families who've been left behind. That group is called Save One Person, Save the World. And here to tell us about the effort is producer Lauren Finkelstein and director Diane Kasten. Thanks very much for joining us here.
Thanks for having us, Jeff.
Thank you so much for letting us get out our message to the masses about our life-saving campaign.
Now, you came up with the idea, right?
Yes.
When did you first fashion this idea? How did you come up with it?
I was a television producer for 10 years or so. I worked for Core TV, I freelanced at WABC, WNBC, and in the last several years I've had some really serious tragedies in my life. My father died very suddenly of a heart attack several years ago, and this past summer I was in Israel in front of Sabaro's pizza restaurant moments before a bomb exploded, and I think 18 people were killed, and I really felt that my life had been spared. And after 9/11, I went to this wonderful, wonderful Rabbi Simon Jacobson of the Meaningful Life Center. And I asked him, I said, what should I do with my life now? And he said to me, Lauren, what you should do is combine your television skills with your desire to help other people. And that's what this campaign is.
Tell me about the campaign.
Our campaign attempts to enable people to have a positive response to the anguish, the fear, and the sadness that we've all experienced. What we would like everybody to do is join us in partnership. We would like everybody to begin to understand that although we have had a terrible loss, this is also an opportunity to do good, that each small action any person will do in response to any of our public service announcements, be they donors, blood marrow donors, TV executives who might want to help us with this. Every action of every person who we touch has meaning, because your action can be the action and will be the action that may save someone's life.
What I'd like to do now is you just referred to the PSA, so I'd like to show one of the public service announcements right now. It's about 30 seconds. Let's show viewers that.
Were killed in the terrorist attack on New York last September 11th. Now there's a group that wants to improve the lives of 3,000 other people who are still with us. Save One Person, Save the World. Firefighter Hector Tirado Jr. gave his life on September 11th, saving other people. Hector left behind 5 young and now fatherless children. They need to hear from you. They need your messages of hope, encouragement, and support. Call now and learn how you can help Hector Tirado Jr.'s 5 fatherless children.
Now, Lauren, how did you first hear about Hector Tirado? I know he's a probationary firefighter. I had been at a ceremony concerning that. When did you first hear about him?
Well, when we started our campaign, we were looking for victims of the World Trade Center who we can help. And Rabbi Simon Jacobson has an email list, a listserv, I believe you call it, and we sent out an email to his people on his list, and we asked if anyone needed help. And Robert Tirado, his uncle, responded, and then we did the spot. And his kids, it's sad, his kids are having a really hard, difficult time. And we're not asking for people to send money, we're simply asking people to offer their emotional strength.
What's been the response so far? Have there been a number of emails and letters and phone calls, so everyone wants to take that?
The truth is it's starting now. Today's day one. Our campaign is starting right this moment.
So we're going to check back to you at some point to see what the response is, but the children, what's the age range?
The children are between 5 and 13.
5 and 13 years old. And now, have you met personally with the family members or just communicated over the phone?
I communicated on the phone with Robert, and he told me the story of his children. But no, we haven't met his children, but we heard their story through their uncle. And we're trying our best to help him. But our campaign, really, it's about 3,000 people were killed 9/11. Our mission is to help 3,000 people who are still with us. We can't do anything for the people who aren't here, but we can make a difference in so many people's lives, one needy soul at a time.
So you're starting with this one, and Diane, next, any sense on who you're going to try to help next, or will it be broader than one family?
It will be broader than one family. Our primary concern is social service issues, those in immediate need. Our next spot is in honor of someone who needs a blood marrow transplant.
And his name is?
His name is Andy Wolf.
Okay.
And we are going to ask people to partner us in teaching us the need. And I think that's something that differentiates us from many of the other campaigns and many of the other ways that people have been helping, is that we are asking you to join us, tell us about your need, or tell us about how you can help, or tell us about what skills you have that you can volunteer or perhaps donate pro bono. And we want everybody to join us as a partner. Those in need, those who can help, those with professional skills. And the act from the smallest donation to the largest is equally as important.
How were you personally touched by September 11th?
I have been born and raised in New York and lived here really my entire life. And I have many friends that work in Wall Street, and thankfully I did not lose any, for which I was very grateful. But like Lauren, I too was in Israel, directly across the street from a terrorist bombing of the Delphinium discotheque in Tel Aviv. And I think our shared understanding of the unspeakable and unnatural nature of terror motivated both of us to respond and create Save One Person, Save the World as a vehicle for all of us to honor the memory of the lives of those who were lost.
What I'd like to do now, Lauren, if you'd like to do it, I would like to get for viewers, give viewers the phone number and an email address.
Okay,
so
that's
if you'd
great.
like to say that.
1-800-3-MEANING is our telephone number, and onepersononeworld@AOL.com. And when you write your email, if you could say in what capacity you can give us a helping hand. If you're a television executive, we need airtime to get out our message. If you're a celebrity, we need future celebrities to track our spots. We need donors. We need the viewer to call, to respond to our ads. This campaign is about everybody helping.
And what we'd like to do is we're going to check back with both of you just on this first public service announcement to see, to gauge the response that the Tirado family has gotten as a result of your generous work. Lauren Finkelstein, Diane Kasten, thank you both very much for joining us here tonight.
Thank you, Jeff.